morning, students. Let us now recapitulate our subsidiary book chapter. We have learned the whole chapter. Now, which are the points can be asked as an MCQ? Which are the points you have to keep in mind so that you can do the proper pro forma and there won't be any mistake? Let us do the quick revision of the whole chapter. Subsidiary book, also known as a day book, that is for your MCQ. The purchase book, only credit transaction you have to record of the purchase, and that is also known as a credit note book. Sales book, only credit sales transactions are to be recorded of the goods, and that is also known as a debit note book. Okay, these are the MCQ questions. These are the points can be asked in a MCQ. Purchase return book is also known as a goods return debit note book. Goods return. Okay, here debit notebook and here you have goods return debit notebook. Sales return book is also known as a goods return credit note book. So these are the confusing words which may create difficulty at time of MCQ. Now, in the column, what particular column you have to be careful? That is, if you prepare a purchase return book, you are going to write the debit note column. Keep very well in your mind. When we are preparing our sales return book, we are using the credit note column. Okay? For the purchase book, all rest of the column are same. You know that date, then the name of a trader, then LF and amount. These are common. Only column changes this 4 notes. Purchase book, you have the bill number or an invoice number. For the sales book, we are writing the bill number. Now make sure that net amount to be recorded after trade discount. See, this is going to be a credit transaction. So question of cash discount doesn't arise. Only the trade discount to be subtracted and then you record the transaction. Then you have, if you have a part amount paid, normally students make mistake over here. If a part amount is paid or received, maybe in case of sales book or a purchase book, you have to record the full transaction as a credit transaction. Keep this very well in your mind. Cash and the journal proper transaction not to be recorded in the purchase book or sales book or any of the return book. Those transactions, for that we have to write a note. Don't forget to write a note. That is also part of your answer. Wages, railway freight and any other small expenses are mentioned in a transaction, not to be included in this book, but that we will record in the cash book, because normally these expenses are a cash expense. So not to be recorded in purchase, sales, purchase return or a sales return book. You have to take it aside. Bills receivable and bills payable book are for the short note. You have no example. So only the meaning to be remembered and the format to be go through. The types are there. We have simple. We have learned the simple preparation of the purchase book, sales book. We have a columnar. Columnar are for goods and column of an expense. All those things we have already learned in detail. Now one more point to be kept in mind is, when you have purchased goods sold with a profit and when those goods come back, so sales return figure you can easily get from the transaction, but purchase return figure you have to derive after subtracting that profit which you have added into it. Like that simple example, 100 rupees CP, okay, 20 profit you have added, 20%, so 120. So your SP become 120, okay. So CP and profit portion is there which you have added. So when the sales return transaction come, you have this figure, that sales return of 120. It means purchase return to be recorded as 100 after subtracting this 20 profit. This is the point where normally students make mistake. So be very careful. So these are the all points you go through before the day of exam. Just a quick recap of the whole chapter that will help you a lot and you can do your sums with confidence. Keep on watching the videos. You will get updates like this. You will get the summaries like this. very shorter form of the whole chapter. Share the videos with your friends, subscribe and do like the videos. Write in a comment section if you have any doubts or any questions. Thank you.